made it somehow.
Tyr, are you feeling okay?
Yes, I feel fine now.
I'm still worried. Your body was suddenly taken over by Lorelei. You should have a doctor examine you, just in case.
I bet we could get a thorough examination in Belkine.
I hope the Oracle Knights aren't there.
At this point, I'm sure even Duke Fabre has cut his ties with Van.
We can find out if we ask the governor.
Let's go! I'm worried about Tyr.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to Belkine. Or am I going to fast travel there? Nope, I gotta go there. What Lorelei wanted to convey? Who would have thought that we'd end up meeting Lorelei? Yeah, what was that all about, anyway? The score, maybe? It sounds like we were only able to hear part of it. We need to get that 7th phone stone. If what Van said is true, then Lorelei's words are the score. What was so important that Lorelei had to use my body to communicate? I read that wrong at first. We can think about that later, Tyr. Worry about yourself first. Yeah, you really should get yourself looked at. Indeed, despite all that's happened, we have successfully neutralized the core's vibration. We can afford the time for an examination. Very well. Let's head to Belkine, then. First order of business, we're gonna go try one more time to see if I can fight Sword Dancer 2. Then we'll go on to Belkine. Belkine is the place with all the researchers and stuff, right? It's not in the cliff off yet. It's still up above, I'm pretty sure. Stupid trees and their lag. Nope, this is it right here, and it still looks tiny. Yep, the evil presence is gone. Yeah, I just cannot fight him anymore. I don't know if I, like, glitched the game to where the game thinks I defeated him or something, or what. I have no idea. But whatever, doesn't matter now. All we can do is continue on with the game at this point. So let's get on to Belkine and check on Tyr. So, Lorelei, who is the aggregate of 7th phonons entirely, which I believe are memory particles, is trapped inside the core. So we have to release Lorelei from the core. Ion's secret. Are you okay? I'm sorry I lied to you all this time, Annis. I don't mind. After all, you're the only Ion that matters to me. All the others are dead, apparently, so... Annis. Come on, cheer up, Ion. You'll still call me Ion? All of the other Ions are dead, why would you not be Ion? Of course I will. Thank you, Annis. Alright then. I'm pretty sure Belkine is down here, it's just a little south of Sheridan. By the way, we really need to get to lowering the rest of this place into the cliff off, especially now that we've stopped the vibration. That way I can stop having to go between the outer lands and the cliff off. It'll save me some trouble when going all over the place. Alright. This is Belkine, I think. Is this Belkine? This is Belkine. Cool. I remembered that, at least. Also, I think... Yeah, guy's still dead. I need to stay in an inn. Is this an inn? Perfect. Please don't be too expensive. I'm low on cash. Although I did get a good bit of gold from defeating Ion. Yeah, 500's good enough. I said defeating Ion. I meant defeating Sync, but, I mean, saying Ion was not incorrect. Are you having trouble sleeping? Oh, no. I was just trying to talk to Ash. Doesn't seem to be working, though. Talk to Ash. Yeah, but it looks like we can't connect unless he starts it. Probably because you're the replica. I see. I wonder what Ash is doing. I wonder that every time I play this game. Natalia, you have things to tell him, don't you? What? Like about Uncle, or what we're going to be doing. Haha, Luke. Oh, yes, we haven't seen him in a while. Dang it, all he cares about is himself. Luke, were you trying to talk to him for my sake? No, I just wanted to find out what that idiot's up to. You're the same person, technically speaking. I wasn't doing it for you, so don't call yourself stupid. Haha, I see. Just, whatever. I'm going to bed. You and he are so alike that way. Maybe that has to do with them being the same person. I mean, obviously they have differences, but at the core root of their existence, they are the same person. But of course there are going to be slight variations. How much time have I got? Oh, I still got like 25 minutes. We got time to do things. We still got time to make plenty of progress. I don't need to worry about wrapping up anytime soon. Where in Belkine am I going, by the way? Into the research lab, like usual? I don't know where I'm supposed to end up. I just know I'm supposed to be in Belkine. Oh, no. They wanted me to talk to the governor and see if they had cut ties with Van. Right. And the governor's house is over here, I believe. Glad I remembered that before I went through the entirety of that lab. That would have been annoying.
Luke, we received a report from Sheridan that you headed for the core.
The mission was a success, only because Sheridan's residents and Belkine's researchers gave their lives.
I see. I've been informed of Eamon, Hankin, and the others. His Majesty and the Duke have also issued formal complaints against Doth. But Grand Maestro Mose insists that Vance separated from Doth and carried it out on his own.
The crimes of my subordinates are my own. You have my deepest apologies.
Are Duke Fabre and Van still connected?
No. With the attack on Sheridan, Doth's influence was lifted from this city.
Then we have a favor to ask.
Tyr isn't well. We'd like her to get a full exam.
Understood. Please speak with Shu in the lab.
Thanks.
Alright, now we go to the lab. Or fast travel there, hopefully.
All right. The rest of you, please wait here.
Dude, I've walked into this hospital room like 3 times by mistake. Finally, we're supposed to be here.
How is she?
We don't have all the results back yet, but Tyr's blood phonons are showing extremely unstable values.
Blood phonons?
People who use phonic arts absorb phonons into their bodies. In her case, the phonons are contaminated and aren't properly exiting her body.
What do you mean, contaminated?
That poison, the miasma, I believe they call it, that's fused with the phonons. It's primarily 7th phonons that have accumulated.
She's absorbed 7th phonons that are contaminated with the miasma then?
Quite a lot. They are weakening her internal organs. She said that the phone machines called passage rings responded to her. Dawn Age phone machinery generally contains large amounts of 7th phonons.
So when we lower the land, the miasma flows into Tyr from the passage ring?
That's the only answer I see. If she continues, she's not likely to survive.
No!
We can give her a medicine to suppress the effects.
Can't you cure it? I use the 7th phonon too, but I'm fine.
She's absorbed over 100 times what a 7th phonist would normally consume in a lifetime.
Could you give us a little more detail?
I have something I'd like to ask as well. Let's split up here.
No splitting up. I want to hear what you're asking. What's wrong? Are you feeling ill? Just shut up. If what Lorelei said is true, then the core vibration is stopped and the Sephiroth should be stabilized. If the core had been stopped earlier, then the passage rings would probably not have exceeded their endurance limit. If the rings were working normally, then Tyr wouldn't need to perform any lowering operations. There's no point in talking about that now, though. Go to her side, Luke. You're surprisingly dense. I love Jade. Please go be with Tyr. No, never mind. Tyr, I'm coming.
Did you hear about me?
Yeah.
If the 7th phonons in me are contaminated, maybe Lorelei's contaminated too.
Don't talk to me like everything's normal.
Are you worried about me?
Of course. The core's stopped and the Sephiroth are under control, right? We don't have to lower the outer lands.
It's too late. The passage rings are at their limit.
So we have to keep going. I'm sorry.
Why?
I really want to tell you to stop lowering the outer lands.
Luke.
I thought about it as hard as I could, but if the outer lands fall, then lots of people will die. So I can't just tell you to stop. My uncle and Emperor Peony have both agreed to help. I can't tell everyone to stop now after all this.
You idiot. What's with that face? What you're saying is right. If you really had told me to stop, I'd have lost all respect for you. Thank you. I was right to believe in you.
You're crazy.
What?
You can't possibly be okay with this. You always try to act tough. Say you were at least a little scared or sad or something. If you just tell me how you really feel.
It's not an act. I'm sorry. Please let me be alone for a while.
No, I'm staying right here.
Luke, please. I don't want anyone to see me like this.
Then I'll turn around.
You idiot.
This is getting real. Strong of Heart title. She deserves it.
Thank you.
Then I'll turn around. Oh, dude. Tales of the Abyss has an A-class cast. Like, it's so good. If Annis wasn't in this game, or if Annis was, like, just not a bad character, in my opinion, then this might even be my favorite Tales cast of all time. But, I mean, the first Xillia, it's hard to beat the first Xillia's cast, for me at least.
Please take care. Don't push yourself.
So now we get back to lowering the land.
But where do we go next? The regions with Sephiroth to which we haven't yet gone are Pedamia, Rhodesia, and Sylvana, right?
Minus the absorption gate and the radiation gate.
Where are the absorption gate and the radiation gate?
The absorption gate is northeast of Ketterberg. I've heard the radiation gate is on an island far south of Batical.
Those are the largest Sephiroth, so we'll save them for later. They say the monsters there are stronger as well. Right now, we need to locate the passage rings for the remaining Sephiroth.
There are researchers from Yulia City here. Let's ask them about the locations of the passage rings.
But are you really okay, Tyr?
Yes, the medicine's working. I don't feel any pain. I'm fine.
You know what? I'm actually kind of glad that Annis exists, even though I think she's a pretty bad character. Specifically because it makes it easier for me to continue to just say that Xillia is my favorite. Xillia would still be my favorite game, regardless on if I thought this cast was better. But Annis's existence, the fact that there's a character that I just flat out do not like in this game, whereas in Tales of Xillia, I don't think there's a single character I didn't like, a single, like, main character that you run into numerous times that I didn't like. There should be someone here who's researching the Sephiroth. Now I gotta find someone. But anyways, like, I loved pretty much all of the villains in Xillia. The villains in this game, I like some, and others I don't really have a strong like or dislike for any of the villains, really.
Tyr, I heard about your condition. I wish I could tell you to stop, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, Luke's already gone through this song and dance, man. We have more important things to do.
It's all right.
Do you know where the passage rings are?
You're going to perform the lowering procedure, right? The only ones we've pinpointed are inside the Megiora Highlands and Mount Rainiel.
Mount Rainiel? I've heard the 6 god generals were gravely injured by monsters when they were there on duty. It's a dangerous place. I think we should save it for last.
I agree. Even people living nearby rarely approach that mountain.
Okay, then let's head for the Megiora Highlands first.
We'll track down the location of the remaining Sephiroth in Pedamia. Take care.
Alright, so we've still got 3 Sephiroth to hit, and next is Megiora Highlands. What is Van doing now? Probably being a douche. Van's been quiet ever since we entered the planet's core. I wonder what he's doing, and where. Well, he needs Fabre for his plan, that's for sure. He's probably looking for a new base now that he can't use Belkine. He probably went back to Dist's old place. Actually, I suspect he's already found one. Or rather, he's returned to an old one. He's not one to waste things. Right now, we need to lower the Outer Lands safely, so humanity isn't destroyed in a collapse. We can worry about Van after that. I know that worrying about him won't accomplish anything, but... well, he's your brother. It's only natural to worry about him. Thank you, Luke. Luke's scoring some brownie points there. Oh, wait a minute. What's up? The Meteora Highlands Sephiroth is at the upper end of the Nirni River. You won't be able to get there without a boat or something. Gotcha. Can I not fly there? Why do I need a boat when I can fly in the Albior? It seems like I would never need a boat. I would just fly over the water. Unless there's, like, impossible to land around there. Surely there'd be some kind of landing space, though. Or we could make one with Jade just, like, throwing out a bunch of fireballs. Mow down any trees or anything that are blocking our land.